Ever met someone who felt like your literal soulmate by the second date? They know exactly what to say. They've planned the perfect weekend, and they're already talking about a future together. It feels like a movie. But recently, we're seeing a massive rise in a specific type of romantic predator, the serial dater. Today, we're breaking down the 5 psychological signatures of a serial dater. If you recognize sign number 4, you need to leave. Because you aren't being loved, you're being casted in a role.
You meet someone new. The connection feels electric, immediate, and overwhelmingly perfect. They shower you with attention. Long, heartfelt messages appear on your phone throughout the day. They plan elaborate dates with breathtaking speed. They make you feel like the center of their universe. It feels like a whirlwind romance, a scene pulled directly from a movie script. You start to believe this might be it, the real thing. But then, almost as quickly as it began, the weather changes. The warmth recedes. The constant contact slows to a trickle, then stops. They are gone. Confusion, heartbreak, profound self-doubt. You wonder what you did wrong. This disorienting experience is often not a random event, but a predictable pattern. Some people move from one intense romance to the next. They're addicted to the beginning of a relationship rather than the substance of it. The first and most common sign is what we call the accelerated timeline. This is when a new partner rushes the natural progression of the relationship at an unsustainable speed. They might say, "I love you" within the first couple of weeks, long before they truly know the complexities of who you are. They will talk about a shared future, moving in together, marriage, children, before you have even had a chance to see how they handle a minor disagreement. They push for exclusivity almost immediately, creating an intense, pressurized bubble where it feels like it's just the two of you against the world. This behavior is often called love bombing, a deluge of affection and future planning designed to sweep you off your feet. The psychology behind this rush is rooted in the pursuit of a chemical high. Romance triggers a powerful release of dopamine, the brain chemical for pleasure and reward. For a serial dater, that feeling is the ultimate prize. They're not necessarily falling for you as a person. They're chasing the intoxicating sensation of novelty and validation. By accelerating the timeline, they fast-track the relationship to its most intense, rewarding phase. They want to extract that peak feeling quickly, again and again, moving from one source to the next once the novelty wears off. Example, meeting on a dating app. After one great date, they text, "Good morning, beautiful," and "Good night, my love," every day. By the third date, they say they've never felt this way. The second sign to watch for is the blank slate personality, also known as mirroring. They adopt your interests, hobbies, opinions with remarkable speed. They become a perfect reflection of you. If you mention a niche foreign film, they'll suddenly claim it's one of their all-time favorites. If you mention a political cause, they'll echo your sentiments with equal fervor. They agree with everything you say, creating a frictionless, seemingly perfect harmony. It feels like you found your other half, someone who understands you completely. But this perfect alignment is often an illusion. This behavior is a manipulative strategy to build rapport quickly. Mirroring is a way of saying, "I am just like you," which subconsciously makes you feel safe and lowers your guard. For example, on your first date, you mention you've always dreamed of learning to rock climb. By the second date, they have bought a climbing harness and booked a session for the two of you, proclaiming, "I've been wanting to get into this for ages." Later, you might discover through a mutual acquaintance or an old social post that they have a deep-seated fear of heights and never expressed interest before. They are not sharing a passion, they are performing one. Their personality seems to shift and mold to fit whoever they're with. To counteract this, become a gentle investigator of their past and individuality. A third and very telling sign is the consistent presence of a victim backstory. When they talk about their past relationships, the narrative is always the same. They were the wronged party. Every ex was crazy, toxic, unstable, emotionally unavailable. They will recount long, detailed stories of betrayal and heartache where they were the noble sufferer. You will notice a conspicuous absence of self-reflection or personal accountability. They rarely, if ever, admit to their own mistakes or acknowledge the role they played in the breakdown of their previous partnerships. They position themselves as the perpetual victim of other people's failings. The psychology behind this is a powerful defense mechanism that protects the ego. If you are always the victim, you never have to change or confront your own destructive patterns. It allows the serial dater to avoid the difficult work of personal growth. This victim narrative is a potent tool for gaining your sympathy and activating your desire to be a rescuer. By presenting themselves as wounded and misunderstood, they make you feel special. You are the one who will finally understand them, heal them, not let them down like everyone else has. This creates a powerful, albeit unhealthy, bond early in the relationship. A classic example is when they spend an entire evening detailing the dramatic saga of their last breakup. One of the most predictable signs is what many refer to as the 3-month itch. This is the point in the relationship, typically around the 90-day mark, where the initial intensity abruptly drops off. The honeymoon phase comes to a screeching halt. The all-day texting dwindles to a few perfunctory messages. The constant compliments and gestures of affection are replaced by criticism and complaints. Small things that they once found charming about you suddenly become sources of irritation. This phase is known as the devaluation. They begin to find flaws, pull away emotionally, and create distance, often making you feel like you are the one who has changed. This pattern is directly linked to the fading of the initial romantic high. As the relationship moves from the excitement of the new to the reality of the everyday, the dopamine rush subsides. For a person who is capable of deep, long-term attachment, this is when the quieter, more stable bonds of companionship and commitment begin to form. For a serial dater, however, this transition feels like a loss. The person they were so infatuated with becomes less interesting because the feeling they provided is gone. Their patience wears thin, and their focus begins to shift toward finding a new source for that initial high. Consider this scenario. For the first 10 weeks, your partner is incredibly attentive. They leave you little notes, plan spontaneous weekend trips, and constantly tell you how amazing you are. Then, almost overnight in week 11, they become distant. They stop making plans. When you ask what is wrong, they might say something vague like, "I just feel like you're not as spontaneous as you used to be." Or they might start picking fights over minor issues. They might accuse you of changing or say the spark is gone. In reality, it is their interest that has waned now that the initial chase is over. Your best defense is to be aware of this timeline. The final sign lies in the composition of their social circle. Take a close look at their relationships outside of their romantic life. A serial dater often has a shallow social network. They are surrounded by admirers, acquaintances, a rotating cast of new best friends, but they lack a core group of deep, long-term, loyal friends who have been with them through thick and thin. Their social life is often wide but not deep. The people around them may seem like a fan club, cheering on their romantic exploits. They provide a steady stream of surface-level validation, not true confidants who hold them accountable. Real, intimate friendships require the same things real romantic relationships do: consistency, vulnerability, effort, the ability to navigate conflict and boredom. These are the things a serial dater seeks to avoid. They prefer easy praise and attention from fans and admirers. A fan won't challenge you or call out your patterns. They just applaud your performance. That gives the serial dater continuous validation without emotional investment or responsibility. Their social life mirrors their dating life: fleeting, high-intensity, low-commitment interactions. For instance, when you look at their social media, you see them tagged in photos with a different group of people every few months. They talk about their best friend, but it is someone they only met 2 months ago. When you ask about friends from their childhood or college, they might be dismissive, saying, "Oh, we just grew apart," without much detail. They are not truly seeking to build a lasting, meaningful life with one person. Instead, They chase the intoxicating high of new attention, new validation, the thrill of the chase. They crave feeling wanted and desired above all else. They're experts at creating the illusion of a deep connection, but they lack the emotional stamina to maintain it once the excitement wanes. This essay will serve as your guide to understanding this dynamic. We will break down 5 clear, observable signs. These signs are not subtle, they're patterns you can spot. They are red flags. The purpose isn't to create suspicion, but to empower you with knowledge. Knowledge gives you choices. It helps you protect your heart and invest in someone ready for commitment. Think of this as a field guide for your dating life. Navigate early stages with clarity and confidence. Distinguish genuine enthusiasm from performative affection. If 3 or more of these signs resonate, pause, reflect, and take action to safeguard yourself. You deserve a love that lasts beyond the opening act.
Don't let your heart be a pit stop for someone who refuses to park.